Greetings, Flesh Wound Horror freaks, and welcome to Flesh Wound Horror Live. I am Flesh Wound Dan, joined by producer Todd.
Good evening.
And Mike Krueger.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
So, we're here. We're on the road to Halloween now. Everybody's got the Halloween stuff out. I'm feeling good, and I'm excited to talk about our movies tonight. I know we got some that were highly anticipated, maybe dreaded in some cases. It'll depend on the person, but yeah. But before we do that, I did want to just do a quick plug. Flesh Wound Gaming. If you haven't joined Flesh Wound Gaming yet, there's been a lot of streams. Krueger's been streaming Mortal Kombat, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep.
What else have you done on there, Krueger?
Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
And I'll be streaming the new Mortal Kombat game when it drops this Friday. So stay tuned for that. And I'll also probably be streaming at some point tonight. I just hop on there basically every time I play video games. So
yeah.
Show what we're planning, the big one.
Oh yeah. We eventually will be doing a big stream, hopefully with some guys in the community as well, playing Friday the 13th together. So any of you guys that have Friday the 13th for PS4, hit me up and we'll get a cool little stream going. We're gonna get Pugs on there too. Todd's got the game. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do more like gaming together shit. Because I mean, me and Todd have a majority of the horror multiplayer games.
And if you're up late too, I know a lot of people that still kind of miss lockdown where there was like streams going to like 7 a.m. So maybe not that late, but there are streams that go super late on Flesh Wound Gaming. So check that out. What other plugs before we get into our movies tonight? You can catch me tomorrow live on Region Free Season 3 channel on YouTube. Join that if you haven't.
And and then after, what can you check on our channel later that night?
And right after that, you can check out our latest Trauma episode, which is a good one. Tales from the Crapper and Decapitated. So there you go. For all your streaming needs. So gentlemen, have you bought anything for Halloween yet? I know I was just down there with you, Todd, so I think I've probably caught most of your stuff, but
the only thing I've bought is that Texas Chainsaw or Leatherface coming through the door cover that I got at Spirit. Other than that, I've been good because usually I'm one of those guys that like I'm there the day after Halloween getting like the 50% off of everything. So I kind of just go to Spirit, scout out. Maybe I'll pick up one or two things during the Halloween season. But then as soon as it's over, I go and try to get the best deals on like I buy like a lot of the cups and stuff for half off. And I like it because you're able to get more of them then.
That's how I scored my Michael Myers the first year, my life-size one.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I actually went back for the Pinhead one because it was much cooler.
Yeah,
because the voice and plus the fact that it was the H2O and really just wanting it.
Yeah, I really wanted that Freddy one that I can't remember who put it out. Was it Lowe's a couple of years back? It looked really, really cool. Spirit had the remake Freddy one year as well that I was trying to get, but
I remember that was the year after I got whatever year that was. Here we go. Why don't you read that one for us, Dan? He won't read it. Krueger.
All right. Hope theaters play some vintage horror this year. Otherwise, I'd rather watch an old classic in the reflection of Farouz's crusty heroin spoon than watch the Nun 2 in theaters. Cliff, I am with you there. I actually didn't watch the Nun 2, so after Dylan's nightmare, I'll be splitting out of here. But I know my local art house theater usually does a lot of stuff in October. We're actually coming up. There's going to be a big, I think it's a 12-hour horror marathon. But that's going to be at September 20, I think September 29th or no, September 30th. So that's going to be a good way to kick off my October. But I am hoping that they show some cool stuff. I know last year I got to see Texas Chainsaw, the original in the theaters at that art house theater. It's if anybody's listening from Tucson, it's the Loft Cinema in Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, nice.
I know. Yeah, there's a wrestling fan that I see that goes to that one too. I think he actually moved out of state. My brain just got lost in what I was going to say. Never mind.
I've been fighting the urge to buy the Lowe's or Spirit Leatherface.
Yeah,
and I know
it looks
if I walk in Lowe's, I'm gonna fucking buy it. So
yeah, I think the Lowe's one actually looks a little bit better.
See, I'm over.
It
you
is.
saw me looking at the one at Spirit. I was like, no, I don't like it. So I haven't seen the Lowe's one, but I'll probably see it like, no, I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm just like, you've got trips that you're taking. Don't
I'd rather
do
just
it.
build my own. I think I'm going to buy some dummies.
I can't build my own. So.
I understand that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like. Can you get it to where it's actually does the movements and everything?
Well, I'm not trying to make those.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just trying to make like a mannequin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't think I'm getting my motion activated Toxic Avenger anytime soon.
That would be fucking cool.
Dude, you may if this fucking new movie does well.
But then it'll be the new Toxic Avenger, and I want the OG one, and it'll annoy me. Yes, I'll still buy it under protest, but that's not the point.
You could just take the mask off and put the old mask on. You'll be all right.
I actually have I'm going to try that on my Michael Myers this year, so I don't have to look at that stupid H2O mask. Let's see if it works.
Are you gonna fucking use Halloween Ends mask since that's your favorite movie, Todd?
It's not my favorite, but I totally should just to piss people off.
Actually, no. What you should do is put that stupid pumpkin mask. That other fucking caught myself. That other nice gentleman in that Halloween Ends movie.
The OG Corey.
Oh God.
I can't wait. I
thought his name was Cody, or was it Corey?
It's Corey.
No, it's Corey.
The face of fear.
It's
Corey.
all right. You're all going to be eating these words in about 10 years and realizing that this
Get the
way
fuck
better.
out of here.
Telling you it's going to happen.
No, it's not.
Maybe 20.
Maybe when we go full idiocracy, perhaps.
Todd, you like fucking the third Candyman movie? Okay, you're not allowed to talk this.
That movie's awesome. Okay, if you look at my history of most major franchise, I like the weird one no one likes. I like the one that tries something different. From Friday the 13th to fucking Halloween to Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I mean, there's always the one that's a little different that I like. It's something different. I tend to like really do like Halloween 3.
I know you love the shaving scene in Jason Goes to Hell.
What was the shaving scene in Jason Goes to Hell?
Shaving his chest.
That I do see. That's not like not anywhere near my favorite Friday the 13th, but I love the Duke in that. There's so many quotable lines. There's actually a rapper named Duke that like sampled so many lines of that from that movie. It's just like adhered into my brain because
is that on the CD wall?
Yes, it is Duke. He's also the one who made the classic song "I Just Want to Fuck Alyssa Milano." So he is one of my top artists. Like he used the great sample from Jason Goes to Hell. She is only your lady because she hasn't had a piece of the Duke yet. I mean, how is it? Yeah, so I love the Duke from part 8, but the movies, yeah.
I want to see Alyssa Milano reacts to I Want to Fuck Alyssa.
I would love to see that because you know how she reacted to her movies, people like enjoying them. We'll say that.
A lot of knuckle babies created to embrace of the vampire. But on that note, on the note of knuckle babies, let's talk an unofficial franchise entry, Dylan's New Nightmare, an Elm Street fan film from director Cecil Laird. And in this one, Dylan's New Nightmare acts as an unofficial sequel to Wes Craven's New Nightmare. One of the most unique and high concept installments to the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. This short film picks up 25 years after the events of New Nightmare and follows Dylan Porter, played by the returning Miko Hughes, the young son of Heber Langenkamp, now a grown man trying to make his way in the world his parents raised him in Hollywood. Little does he know that the evil entity known as Freddy Krueger is back and eager to once again break into our world through the son of his favorite victim. All right, Krueger. Well, obviously, got to go to Krueger first on this one. What did you think?
Well, I was very excited for this because New Nightmare is actually my second favorite Nightmare on Elm Street film. So,
really?
Yeah, I actually hold it above Dream Warriors. I don't know, just something about that movie is always resonated. I love the way Freddy looks. I love, him basically taking what he did with Scream, but then kind of mixing it with the Nightmare on Elm Street film that Wes Craven did. I love that. I love that movie to death. So for this, and I feel like we've been waiting on this thing forever too, because I think this was announced maybe back in 2020, maybe 2021. So I was expecting a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed that this is like more of a part of possibly a new fan film series than something on its own, because I was expecting something on its own. But that being said, I did like it. First off, the opening dream sequence with like the casting call, I think it was to Hatchet 5. I love that they threw that in there. And I did like the new Freddy, but I'm not crazy. I wasn't crazy about the makeup on it. I don't know. It looked a little too witchy, I guess.
It looked a little too Freddy versus Jason than it did New Nightmare.
Yeah, I would have preferred if they would have tried to go something in the New Nightmare route. But that being said, the guy who played him, Dave McCrae.
Dave McCrae is also a YouTuber. I'll talk about.
Yeah, I thought he did a pretty damn good job, and I mean he got the laugh down really well, and I would love to see him do more. If we do get more of this. Go ahead.
If you're not familiar, he's known for basically mimicking horror icons in fan films. He was the Shape in Haddonfield Reaper, I think is the name of the fan film, and Billy's voice in It's Me, Billy, the Black Christmas.
Oh, nice. I still haven't watched that. I need to watch it.
I was a little underwhelmed, but it's worth a watch. It's not long. That's the thing with these. I could forgive an okay fan film if it's like not giving me. Oh God, what was that one that we had to put the fucking review on page?
I can't
the
remember.
Nose. I just remember the Nose.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say the name, Dan. Calm down.
I can't remember, but yeah, there was a Friday the 13th fan film.
I know what it is, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. As far as fan films go, though, like I can't hold this to like a super high regard because we have things like Never Hike Alone out there, and what was the other one? Friday the 13th Vengeance.
Is that the Bigfoot one?
No. That Friday the 13th Vengeance was the one where they brought back the guy who played him in 6, playing Elias. Jason. He was playing like Jason's dad in it. It was like a 2-parter.
Yeah,
and they also had the original or the guy that played Tommy in 6 as well.
Tom Matthews.
Yeah. So I don't hold it to like that high regard, but I did like it. I do want to see more. They're kind of teasing Heather Langenkamp. I don't see in any world that actually happens, but if it does, I'll be the first person to watch it. So, I hope we get more. Fingers, hopefully some weird act of God or the devil fucking makes Heather Langenkamp agree to do the second one.
Yeah.
Before Dan starts, I'm going to say he is not a fan of New Nightmare.
Oh, okay. Well, you beat me too.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you threw it out there.
I want to clarify, not the worst movie. in the franchise. There's a couple that are a lot worse than New Nightmare. I never hated New Nightmare in the past. That's one, like, every time I've rewatched it, I'm like, this movie's kind of boring. It's not. I don't know.
I had a similar experience the last time I watched it. It didn't connect to me, and I was clock watching.
Yeah,
it was weird because that was one of my favorites for a long time. I still like it, but I don't see that one. I'm like, I want to watch a Freddy. I'm grabbing that.
I think it's like a lot of people's like first sort of meta experience, and they give it credit for being more clever than I think it really is at the end of the day. I mean, it was unique at the time, and it was also the 90s too. So if we're being honest, very sparse at the moment that came out. But this is a fan film, and I thought it was interesting that they were gonna try and do a sequel to this. Cecil Laird, if you're unfamiliar, is the main guy on the Horror Show YouTube podcast. Really nice guy. I don't know him personally or anything, so this isn't going to be a bullshit review, but nice guy, good channel. He's always been very friendly, the limited interaction I've had. And I know this has been in the works since before lockdown, because I'm pretty sure I remember him talking about it even before then. So this is a labor of love, and glad to see he finally was able to complete it. So, all right. The good first. Very, very well shot. Actually, watching this, I can say I'd like to see what Cecil would do for an original project, because not going to lie, I'm not the biggest fan film guy. I don't get excited about fan films like a lot of people do. But the production values are great. I think Dave McRae looks good, but I agree there was just something that felt a little off. He basically mimics Robert Englund, which I think is what most people want anyways. There's some good one-liners. I thought you may be all grown up, but you're still my little bitch, I think. My favorite ones. So.
That made me laugh my ass off.
The writing I thought was good. Like you said, it's a piece of a story, so it's not like that. I was kind of hoping too that it would just be like, okay, we're gonna have this 34-minute, whatever it was, beginning, middle, end kind of thing. But hey, we'll see where it goes. But it's not a complete project yet. Miko Hughes, another very nice guy. I've met him at conventions. He never grew into an actor, though. He's not a very good actor. I get why you would have him come back. That's always a get to have, an actor from the actual franchise in a fan film. And I think Heather Langenkamp was probably just a little bit too ambitious to get her in there. But never know.
Dan said he was looking for the semi truck to hurry up and get there.
Damn.
I had to work it in somehow.
He was good back then, but
I don't think I don't want to talk shit on the child actor because he was good as a child actor goes.
Yeah, he's a little wooden now. He does look older than when I last saw him, but
dude, he's fucking jacked as fuck in this movie though. I was like, what the fuck?
He's gonna like just roid out, hang Freddy.
Yeah, dude, you better fucking watch out the next convention. You're talking shit. He's gonna whoop your ass.
He's a smaller guy. I don't know.
Oh God, here goes fucking Dan again.
I would beat that ass.
When I'm done with Clint Eastwood, I'm going straight for
yeah. Celebrity boxing, Daniel Shine versus Miko Hughes.
I'm just saying he's okay in this. He's just a little wooden. That's all.
Ben Grimm points off his random taking off his shirt scene.
Yeah.
Gotta give something for the ladies or the guys, whatever.
I did think it was amusing that he's at an audition for Hatchet 5.
Yeah.
I thought
that was cool, dude. I hope we get Hatchet 5, man. Poor Adam
That's
Green.
why he was put Krueger's in a good mood. Hatchet 5, yes.
Dude, poor Adam Green got so fucked by COVID. You guys know like what happened with it. He was like in the middle of like just starting production. Then
I feel bad for him because I feel like he's done better work outside of the Hatchet franchise, but everybody's just like, I want the new Hatchet.
I love everything he's ever done, but
Frozen's fantastic.
Frozen's fantastic, and also Digging Up the Marrow, I think, is one of the best. One of the best found footage films ever.
I know we're sidetracked, but would you rather have a new season of Holliston or a new Hatchet? I know what I'm picking.
All right. So
full season though.
No, so here's the deal. If they get Blothar the Berserker from Gwar to replace Odorous Youngus, absolutely Holliston. But if they just completely take out my Gwar character, I'm going to be very upset.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. There we go. We got the answer.
There you go.
And yeah, I'm kind of I enjoyed this. Like you guys said, it's really well made. It was a lot better looking than I was expecting it. Not that there isn't other good looking fan films, but I think the thing that like with the other Womp Stomp ones that I dislike is just the lack of color. This one brings that nightmare. It pops. It like really,
Yeah, the uses of color during the dream sequences were a nice touch, and it looked really cool with the lighting on Freddy's face.
I felt like I was watching a real movie, and I don't mean to put down fan films, but a lot of times it's like, okay, it's a fan film.
Yeah.
It's lacking somewhat, but on the production value side, no, this wasn't lacking at all. I'm not that engaged. I don't care about the Dylan character.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
it's not made for me.
It is. It's one of those things. Like, if you're a fan of that one, and like Krueger, I'm interested to see where we go from here. I did like it. It's a nice half hour. I'm curious to see what they do next, but I get what you mean. You'd rather just have a 90-minute movie. But in this age of fan films, like it is very much the never hike again kind of structure.
Yeah.
If you can tell a complete story, I'm good at 35. I don't need a 90-minute movie necessarily.
Speaking of, we don't need a 90-minute movie. We're gonna have one of those tonight. We'll see if it's
yeah, we got 2 short ones tonight, don't we?
Kevin right here.
Kevin Dustin, Never Hike Alone and It's Me Billy are the most studio looking fan films out there. I can agree with that.
Yeah, It's Me Billy, but It's Me Billy has a very similar look to this one, but I guess it makes sense, same team and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so okay, well, we got one more person to chime in. So
Namaste. Dylan's New Nightmare. I'm a very happy Freddy fan. This was very cool. I'd like this to continue. The initial reveal of Freddy Krueger was a bit iffy, kind of lackluster, but it grew on me. I think the lighting helped further on in the short. I hope it doesn't stay a short. I really hope they make more. I really liked the holes in the hat. I thought that made it look extra fucking cool. This Freddy seemed very mean, so I love that. Always want a mean Freddy. The kills were cool. I love the slicing of the arms like deli meat. Might be a little too clean, but I appreciated that. That was pretty fucking cool. Yeah, big fuck yeah to Miko for getting this going off the ground. Just keep this shit going. There's a lot more story to tell. So, yeah, 4 out of 5.
All right, thanks, Bugs.
Yeah. I got to ask Krueger, because I don't think I saw it. Haddonfield Reaper. Was that any good?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I'll watch it. This year I'll probably pull out some Halloween. I have that one. I got a couple that we'll definitely watch on Patreon that are like 20 years old, 30 years old.
I ask because Dave McRae's channel is like literally nothing. I swear he did like 45 videos on fucking Halloween.
Jesus.
He had like, this is my 8th impression video. So I was like, if he got to actually play the role, that he must have been coming in his pants. Like, holy shit.
So this better be the definitive Michael Myers portrayal, is what you're telling me?
It better. I mean,
okay, well, now I want to watch this, and I'm gonna be like, all right.
I am pretty sure you would see me go full Jack Nicholson if I had to watch that fucking movie 8 times. So I'm going to give that 5 stars without even seeing it, just because somehow, some way he was able to get through that many times. But I don't know how to rate this one. This is tough because it just feels like part of a story, and that makes it hard to rate. But
it's no different than most movies that are part of a story nowadays.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely well above average. I mean, production values were great. I'll give it a 3.
I'm a 3 as well.
Yeah. I'm a 3.5. I think the production values really elevated it for me. But yeah.
And bear in mind, not a fan of those.
And I kind of soured on it the last time, like I said. I don't want to say soured on it. I just didn't like it. I didn't love it like I'd done previously, and I was clock watching. So.
You know what? Better than the original movie. And that's not saying anything for me, but
bitch, are you for real?
Yes, New Nightmare's not
I'm
good.
down Tornado.
So all right, that is Dylan's New Nightmare. Check it out. It's on the Horror Show YouTube channel. It's free if you're not aware, so you can
just
go check it out right now.
Search Dylan's New Nightmare.
Yeah,
and it'll come right up. And I should probably just share it in the YouTube gimmick right now, which I'm gonna do as I'm slowly trying to type it.
That's okay. We will stall.
And on that,
I'm out of here because I was not fucking paying money to go see the Nun 2.
Oh.
So you guys have fun with that bullshit, and make sure to subscribe to Flush Room Gaming. Like I said, I'll probably be streaming within the next couple hours once these guys get off of here. So stay tuned for that. And other than that, whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
All right. There we go. Thanks, Krueger. I did share the link in the chat. If you guys haven't seen it, want to check it out, and are too lazy to search it yourself.
There you go. You search it yourself. God damn it.
God damn it. You can't spell Dylan. I don't know. Maybe you might spell it weird.
All
right. What do we have next, Dan?
All right. So next up, we have a Shudder original from writer-director Jennifer Reeder. And this follows Johnny, a wild and impulsive teenage girl living precariously in a town where young women continue to go missing, and the power she's forced to unlock to survive.
Do you want to guess my rating already, Dan?
I am guessing you fucking hated this.
Every fucking frame, but sorry, spoiler.
Well, there you go. From Todd. So I did not hate it. I have a complicated. All right. First of all, I always appreciate something that is different. Now, I will say this filmmaker definitely is a fan of Under the Skin. If you've watched it, you'll probably
I haven't seen it, so maybe that's
to tell. I'm not the target audience for this movie. I mean, this is kind of a how would I pitch this? Because there's a lot going on. It definitely has David Lynch vibes going for it. You could certainly compare it to Heathers in some way. And I would also say it pairs really well with the movie that I loved more than this. Also a Shudder original, Hellbender. It's a very female-driven, sort of through a queer lens story. So again, not made for me. And I think that's important to put out there. I liked it. It's one of those movies that left me feeling like I need to watch it twice, which is a good thing. Again, that there's enough going on that I feel like I might miss something and need to go back and check it out again. The humor at times does click. I thought, how do I put this? At the school, they were running drills for massacres, and the one girl has this line: "This is the third time I've been shot this semester. My mom's gonna ground me if I get killed again." So that there were moments like that where I thought it was really clever and made me laugh. Now Alicia Silverstone, who plays the aunt that Johnny has to go live with, is she's just starting to kind of experience these powers, whatever you want to call it, this sort of super empathy, which might sound weird, but it kind of makes sense if you watch it. Hyper empathy. Not made for us, Todd. Not made.
But no. See, I can't. That's a cop out sometimes, because you know what? I watch and love everything. I can watch a genre that's not made for me. Unlike you, I absorb a lot.
Unlike me, I watch a lot. Todd.
No. But I mean,
except
out of genre.
Yeah, but it's a clever movie. I was just saying though, Alicia Silverstone is kind of miscast, and that's like kind of Alicia Silverstone in general.
I was gonna say, has she ever been cast right other than Clueless?
Yeah, well, she was good in The Lodge. I mean, that's a very brief, small role, though. She just didn't. I don't know, this sort of eccentric.
I never. She's never been a great actress, so
she's not. She's not even good, to be honest. But I mean,
I hope she's not listening.
She's gonna reenact her scene from The Lodge.
They should have got the chick that was in the Clueless TV show. She would have done such better.
Stacey Dash. God damn it. Who was also in the TV show, I believe.
She was. So. She's the only. Yeah. I think that
no, there were actually several.
Most of them. It was everyone but her. Actually, now that I think about it.
And ironically, I know that because friend of the show /your home video, we were watching Halloween episodes, and the Clueless TV show was.
I may have to check that out then. Yeah. I've never watched it, but the wife wanted it, so.
Yeah, good Halloween episode. So I mean, this one. It's kind of like a hyper reality sort of thing. Like, again, very Lynchian. Characters don't necessarily behave or react how you would expect. The tone it's doing a lot. I mean, it's tackling a lot of the themes that you would expect in this movie, but it's almost doing a little bit too much. I liked it. I was engaged with portions of it, and then there were others where I was just like, more period and vagine imagery. This is not really made for me, but cool. I almost wish this just had gone like full dark comedy, because I think that's when it's at its peak. I thought the drills and everything in the school, I thought was actually really funny.
That was the one part I was like, okay, we're getting good now. And then
I'm like, just.
You teased me.
More Heathers, maybe, and less under the skin. But it's an intelligent movie, and it is very, very different. It's not one of those, I've seen it 1,000 times. We've talked a lot of lazy fucking movies being made in 2023. So I feel like this does have an audience out there that are going to possibly even make it a cult classic. I can see this on top 10 lists for sure.
So is this your favorite superhero movie this year?
Well, yes, I guess if this qualifies as a superhero movie.
She's got a superpower.
Hey, here's another one for the box. Better than anything Marvel put out this year or DC. So there you go. You can take it out of context and put it on the box. But
well, we're not done. I pretty much gave my opinion. I don't have anything else to say. So we got one more though. Pugs, what do you think?
I say, Perpetrator, now streaming on Shudder. This one starts off with like a tone of Stoker. I don't know if y'all remember that movie. Dan, I'm pretty sure you've seen everything. You know it all. This fucking asshole. I'm sure he recommends it because that movie's fucking cool and weird. This one starts off with that tone, but then it evolves into something a little weird. Well, way more weirder actually. It's entertaining at times, annoying at times, but always interesting. The annoying chicks, sometimes you just want to strangle them, but they're also kind of children, so you can't really do that. You really shouldn't choke a bitch anyway. And anyway, pimping rules to the side. The bad guy with his fucking Gigi Allen meets Girl House mask. Love that shit. Extra points for including Matt Black's song Pure. That made me pop. That song's hard, so you guys should go check that shit out. Yeah, I think Alicia Silverstone. Still love you.
Bugs is
Yeah, so I would highly recommend pressing play since it's streaming on Shudder. It's kind of brisk. Not. Yeah, I like this one a lot actually. I'm actually shocked how much I like this. So I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 butthole nipples.
oh,
There you go. God, he wants to fuck Alicia so goddamn bad. I can just see it. I think he was kind to that shark, the Requin.
yes, I think he was.
Good
he was
Lord, did she suck in that fucking movie, Todd? That was like the worst performance I've seen.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed like how bad it was, but I'm never gonna watch it again.
Yeah,
and I wasn't defending her acting. That's for goddamn sure.
She had one funny line in this though. You owe me a new toilet. So yeah, I don't know.
So what do you give it, Dan?
I want to go higher than I'm going to go. The fact that I will watch this a second time does say something.
Fuck no. Not if it paid me.
It is. I mean, I don't feel like I missed anything necessarily, but there was a lot going on, and I feel there's other things. The way they explain the sort of reverse possession and the gift and everything, I do think this was very well thought out. Even though, I mean, they do borrow from a lot here too, like I mentioned before. But I'm going to give it a 3.5. And who knows? I might watch it a second time, and this could be one of those movies that is, I know you're a 0, aren't you?
It's a well thought out film, but unfortunately, I don't give a shit how it was thought out because I don't give a shit about the movie or the characters. But I recognize blah blah blah. I'm gonna give it a fucking 2.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I mean, it's not like acting wise. It's just
yeah,
It
didn't leave me with the Blumhouse stink where it's just like fuck.
It left me with the Shudder stink though. That's the thing. Because they are.
But I would argue not all Shudder movies are the same though. So I would push.
There is a certain feel of a Shudder movie. Not all Blumhouse movies are the same, but they have a Blumhouse feel.
All
Shudder
Blumhouse does. 90. I shouldn't say all. 95% of Blumhouse is all the fucking same. It really
That's not even true. Even if you throw Black Christmas in there, it's not all the same. They're all different. You can't compare Black Christmas to Freaky. They all have the same feel. They have the same tone. That's not the same as being the same fucking movie.
We drop Black Christmas a lot, but they also made the Craft Legacy. That new Firestarter was garbage. They've got
okay. Again, we're not talking about the quality. We're talking about that they're different.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
If I did a 10 worst horror movies in the last decade or whatever, I feel like Bloom would probably have.
And you're not watching enough because I watch a lot of fucking DTV shit that's way worse.
I still feel like there's at least
that's your hate for them, and that's the way. That's like someone say, "Well, this is the worst movie I've ever seen." And yeah, then you haven't seen any fucking movies. If you think
we need to do the shit tower like tier ranking of Blumhouse movies. Although that's going to require me remembering some of them, which is
you can do that on your other community
anyway,
it's going to be a pain in the ass.
Anyways, all right. So that was Perpetrator. We got 2 more, Todd.
No, we don't. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah,
2 more, Todd. God damn it. All right. So
Pugs only has 1 more. I'm looking at what movies are left for Pugs.
Oh, which one?
This one's just me and you.
Okay, so this is the 2. All right, so Todd's gonna go to a happy place. I think could be wrong. I don't know.
Are you doing it in the wrong order?
Full Moon, the new demonic. No, that's the order.
No, you were confusing me with going to a happy place. No, you were confusing me with that. Like I need to go to a happy place because I'm watching like The Perpetrator. So you kind of confuse. Like
we're gonna take you to a happy place.
That's okay. I thought you said I was going to find my happy place. Big difference.
No, with Full Moon, Demonic Toys Jack Attack from writer-director William Butler. And in this one, a young orphan girl without the ability of speech finds that she has been gifted with the notorious Jack in the Box from Demonic Toys. So just to expand on that synopsis a little bit, basically she is in a foster care system, and Jack commits murder that some people suspect her for, and she ends up going into this being fostered by this family and the Yost family, and of course Jack follows her. So Todd, what did you think of Demonic Toys Jack Attack? I'm curious because once again, this is another shorter movie. It's 59 minutes. Although this one does tell like a complete story, although there is always potential for more.
Well, yeah, it's like some of the other recent full moon stuff where that's kind of like our MO, like some of the baby oopsies. And this is another one where I like the side story of another Demonic Toys one. I don't think it's as good as the baby oopsie films, but I did like it. I like the look and the tale of Jack Attack, because we don't really
a little more serious tone than the baby oopsie films.
They are, and I think this is almost more of like the original Demonic Toys tone. We've been on more of a light one, and maybe I had that headspace going in that we were going to get it more that way. Maybe why I'm kind of favoring those, but I did really like this one. I mean, honestly, for the full moon, the stuff they've been putting out, I don't think there's one recently I haven't for the past, since the lockdown. I think they've all pretty much hit for me, and this one continues that streak.
Yeah, I know some people, the Baby Oopsie franchise got a little bit too over the top for them.
I can see this second one especially too on that.
I like them as well, but I think this is going to be a little bit more grounded into a more traditional horror story, although it does take place in the same universe because there are references to Baby Oopsie. You don't have to see those movies to understand what's going on here.
This has always been like a side story. So
yeah.
Ben Grimm, real quick. Ben Grimm said he liked the design. I didn't like the giant clown dude that helped. Just let Jack kill people.
Yeah, I think they were trying to open it up since since Jack is a little more limited in terms of movement and everything. I don't think you necessarily needed him either. The kills in here are actually really, really good. I thought I don't know what you call it, but I think it was like an anvil kill where it fell on the girl's face. I thought that was really cool. There's a nice little decapitation. It's mostly practical. There is a little of that CG blood spray, but not a lot.
It pops up here and there.
There's a wood chipper kill. There's a chest burster moment that I thought was really badass. So they packed some pretty good kills into, a 59-minute runtime with credits. I was pretty impressed. The actress that plays Lily, for not being able to talk, I thought she was really likable. Her name is Sofia Castellanos. I thought she was really good, and I'd be curious to see what they might do with her going forward, because I'm sure there's going to be more of these. I'm kind of glad this one was a little bit more grounded. Of course, the Subspecies movies always are, but we're coming off Subspecies 5, where I'm impressed that they were able to pull off a gothic horror movie like that, which is hard even when you have a bigger budget than Full Moon. So they are riding a wave of quality right now that I'm quite surprised they're able to do in 2023. So if you're a fan, I think you're going to be very, very happy. But I do recognize that you might have some that think they just, this one maybe plays it a little too serious. There's a few laughs in here, but for the most part, it does play it serious. So that'll depend on you. But I think William Butler did a fantastic job on this one. The actors were all great, and I am all in to see further adventures in the Demonic Toys universe.
Yes. All right.
And which is better than the Marvel universe.
Oh, well, obviously the Evil Bongiverse alone is. which Dan can't agree because he does. Yeah, whatever.
Well, I'm a few behind now. In fairness,
you're like 8 behind at this point.
I've watched at least 4 or 5 Evil Bongs.
I'm including the side stories because you still have verse. There's a lot of.
Well, I liked Ouija's. That's considered
that. Yes, that's part of it. The Evil Bongiverse. But what do you rate this one?
Oh, let's see. I'm a 3.5. I liked it a lot.
Exactly where I'm sitting is a 3.5.
Yeah, it's something again. Even though this has an ending of sorts, it does still feel like a continuation too. So, but I'm very happy with what they're doing so far with this. And shit, it's been a minute. Demonic Toys 2 was like 2010, I believe.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Puppet Master versus the Demonic Toys. I guess they don't have to technically count.
Non-canon, it doesn't count.
So I'm gonna say still a pretty strong franchise overall.
And I'm not saying non-canon it doesn't count because it sucks, because the good one, the Last Reich, is non-canon, but we love that.
There you go.
Littlest Reich, yeah, sorry.
Littlest Reich is amazing. That's actually a lot of fun. And I remember when that came out, I was like, I don't think Full Moon can pull it off with these big franchises anymore, and they proved us wrong.
And it wasn't Full Moon, so.
No, I know. I'm saying I was at a point where I was like, maybe they just need to let other
okay, I see what you're saying.
Let other people do those movies, because I was like, Littlest Reich was really good. It's different. Like, it doesn't feel like a Full Moon version of it, but now I'm like, shit, Subspecies 5. I mean, they're
I think Puppet Master is still going to be hard for him, like to do a full on, not just a side story, just because that's a lot, of special effects.
Puppet Master is challenging now. And shout out Jess Graham in the chat. How are you doing, sir?
All righty. Well, now we got one more.
You're tipping your hat tonight, Todd. You're not even gonna like convince them that you might be.
How do you know I'm not working it?
You could be working it. Todd may
How
have
do you know?
Todd may have found Jesus.
I like the first Nun. I love Annabelle Comes Home. So you never know with me. I could be working.
Remember you liking the first Nun?
I did.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well,
we'll get into
let's
that.
get right into it with the Nun 2 from director Michael Chavez, and in this one, 1956 France, a priest is murdered and an evil is spreading. The sequel to the worldwide smash hit follows Sister Irene as she once again comes face to face with Valak, the demon nun. All right, so all right.
Real quick. Daily Ghost said we found the one person who likes the Nun. I will say this before you get into the second one. I rewatched it in preparation for this, and you no longer found the person who likes the Nun. You found the person who liked the Nun. Past tense. Sorry. Go ahead, Dan. Now let's talk the second one.
I don't like the Nun, but I will say I don't think it's the worst movie in that. I mean, the first Annabelle, honestly, is.
Yeah, I was going to say some of the other Annabelles that not the one I like.
Yeah, so it's not the worst, but it's not the most disappointing though. I remember seeing that trailer and thinking like I'm going to see a new classic, and boy was I upset. So Nun 2.
Which one was the new classic? Was when you saw Annabelle? Or?
I thought the Nun trailer.
Oh, for the first
really
one.
Good. Yeah, I actually thought I was going to be going into a really, really good movie, and old. Gothic horror, convents, that appealed to me, and it left me wanting. But I can't say I was feeling too good about this one going in because of the director who did Conjuring 3 and Curse of La Llorona. The one thing I tried to have hope was Annabelle 2, surprisingly, is a decent movie. So I was like, maybe that'll happen with the Nun. It doesn't. unfortunately.
We just needed the goddamn
this-
Pope's Exorcist crossover. We just needed the Vespa to roll up, and it would have been 5 stars.
You know what? That movie, say what you will, is at least fun.
I love that movie. I'm not talking shit.
No, I know. I'm saying a lot of people shit on that one. I think it's at least fun. This movie's not fun. Now, I thought maybe because this director has been given some really bad scripts when it comes to Conjuring 3 and Curse of La Llorona. Those movies had dog shit scripts. But this is just the same, just ultra bland, safe horror, typical jump scare formula. It doesn't even make use. I mean, it's like, you got an R rating, use it. Use the fucking R rating. I think at this point, I would have liked to have seen more of maybe just the nun fucking people up. You know what?
I was going to say, I'm glad you added that last word. The nun fucking would have got it in R too.
the nun. I would have gone full, I would have been full satanico pandemonium up in this bitch. A la carte, man. I would have just been like they would just be like, we're never giving you money to make a movie again. You've got lesbians all over this. We're gonna have to just come on. Can't have lesbian nuns anymore. God damn it. Yeah, I mean, this movie felt like it was generated by AI. It really did. This one, I could totally believe that there was no actual writer on it, and they just typed.
Well, you want to hear this, Dan? There was 3 writers on it.
3 writers, and
and one of them wrote the Autopsy of Jane Doe.
You know what? Hey, you can write something that's been changed over and over. I'm not going to say the writers aren't talented, but what they had at the end of the day was a pile of shit.
Oh, wait, there 2 of them. Okay, wait, did they all 3? Wait, hold on. All 3 of them? No,
yeah,
okay.
That doesn't always really mean
the
anything.
third one wrote Megan and Maleficent, so that's probably the one that did the final pass.
I know more people liked Megan, but that is a fucking AI generated movie all the way.
I can't even. I won't even say that. It's just a Child's Play ripoff. I mean, you don't need an AI to do that for you.
But I gotta also ask, this is the least of the movie's problems, but so why does the Vatican, for all the money they have, send this one petite lady to handle situations like this? Where's the Holy Reserve troops?
I know.
I was thinking, why were you sending this one? Because her friend, played by Storm Reed, kind of sneaks off to join her. I'm like, you're expecting her to handle this? Give her some fucking troops, man.
Where is goddamn drunk Russell Crowe when we need him on his goddamn Vespa? Hell,
yeah.
We don't have Father Burke anymore. I was like, well, at least we had him in the first one. Now I'm just listening to fucking tweens babble. I was fucking hating it.
You could have had another love storyline in here. Tisa Farmiga could have motorboated Russell Crowe's titties. Get a little titillation in there. But
Slasher says they need to get dumber for me to like them. Conjuring 3 was close. Witches and fat zombies need more of that.
More lesbians.
Why not? They can't pull off series. Might as well go cheesy. Which is why I like Annabelle Comes Home, that everyone else hates, because that one is fucking cheesy and Scooby-Doo. So, and Slasher, aren't you one that desperately hates that, if my memory is correct?
I think that they need to just do a body. I mean, people seem to want the body count films, so fuck it. At this point, we're beating a dead horse with this franchise. Just have the nun get a fucking chainsaw and carve her way through nuns. You got the R rating. Just use the goddamn R rating. This still feels like it's made for kids at times.
Yeah, how is this one not PG? Is it the religious aspect?
I think demons and shit are more often than not.
Yeah, well, honestly, I take that back. Religious propaganda films need to be rated R. I don't want my children exposed to that.
I figured, because again, this is just it's the same fucking story, power of prayer,
And then you wonder why I hate all this bullshit.
There's a lot of good religious horror. This is not it. Now, I have one.
No, we're not done, Dan. We get another big religious one in a few weeks, in about a month. Super excited for that, aren't you?
We do. Everybody's just gonna have to
Pugs is
spread
gonna
their
have a
cheeks
bad
for
day.
the Lord once again. I don't know who's excited for that, but
Pugs, that's it.
now I will say the final act. There's some action. There is one cool creature. I won't spoil it, but it doesn't do a whole lot. But there's a cool looking creature. Something that ironically I think Krueger might have popped for, but yeah, I don't know. And I'm torn going into it. When I finished it, I was like, this wasn't very good, but it's at least better than the original film. And I don't even know if I'd go there. It's different. It's a little more live, a little bit different. It's a little more lively at the end, but I also kind of miss the gothic tone of the first one. Not a great movie, but I felt like that at least had a little more atmosphere. This, I don't know. And Storm Reed's character had nothing to do. She's been great lately in Last of Us, Missing. She's had a really good couple of years, and here it just, I don't know. She felt too modern too. She didn't feel like a 1956.
She has a
nun.
unique look.
Yeah.
I mean, so yes, but it would make sense for her to be in a convent if I'm not getting too into the reasoning, but it would make sense.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But I get what you mean. She is a little too modern. That's the whole thing I'm not saying.
Yeah. I mean, she's a throwaway character too, to be honest. It just
and that's the thing. Like I like her too. She's just underused. I like both of the girls, but I don't like them in this. Maybe it was their chemistry was off. I just didn't work for me. Like, and that was the thing. At least in the first one, I liked her and Father Burke. So I was able to, go into the story. But watching it at home, I was like, I don't give a shit on that. And then when I saw the second one, I was like, I still don't give a shit.
This is more of a Frenchy movie. I forget the actor's name, so pardon me. But this is a little bit more of a Frenchy movie than a Taissa Farmiga movie for me, which was fine because I like his character. They're both likable characters, but again, I don't care. This is yet another franchise now where I'm just completely indifferent. They might make the next one.
Do you mean Maurice?
Frenchie was the nickname for the character.
Okay, that was Maurice.
Maurice.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you were getting a little too racist. I was just making sure they knew.
No, that is the character nickname. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just indifferent. It's the same thing. Like the last two Scream movies, I haven't given bad reviews to, but I'm so indifferent. I just don't fucking care now about. I'm trying to think. Honestly, most of the old school franchises now, I don't care. I don't get excited for them anymore. It's just.
It's all right. I just wanted to state it here. I'm at the very beginning of the Halloween Ends cult. It's coming.
You're the.
Corey
it already is. There's whole fucking channels that do nothing but talk about that.
Yeah, but that's
I don't know. That cult's already here.
That's like one weird. Am I allowed to say that?
That's a lot more than one.
I don't go into those fucking.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Sections of the internet.
Yeah, but dude, there are podcasts that cannot talk about anything else. It's. I don't watch the videos, but I'm just like, how are you? Even if you liked it, what are you talking about now? It's Halloween Ends.
Hey, if it's getting clicks, I'm not even gonna hate on it.
I guess. I mean, hey, and they are, so more power to you. But goddamn, I would not know what to fucking say at one video. That's it. That's all.
Okay, so you want me to talk about Halloween Ends every day in October? See if I can make a video.
I might have computer issues, but you.
I didn't say you. I said I'll try.
So we got to rate this one. Todd, where are you at?
I'm going to be generous, and I'm also going to give this a 2. But before we do that, I forgot one thing.
2.
Well, I didn't rate it.
I hated the first one. I hate this one. However, I loved the goat. But it did not save the movie. Fuck this movie. Did not care for it at all. I gave the first one, I believe, a half star. this one's going to be a half star as well. Although I still love the Farmigas, I can't say they can do no wrong because there's 2 movies where they did wrong. So, boo, fuck this movie.
Well, glad to see Pugs agrees with this. So Pugs,
I rated a 1, and
right.
that's only
I'm the highest.
There's a few
I was being nice.
Cinematography's good. There's a few nice visuals, but I mean the thing as a whole. Don't waste your time in the fucking theater on this one, guys. Don't do it. There's better stuff to see. In fact, I don't have it at arm's reach, but you know, there've been some really solid horror films in limited release. Even something that wasn't perfect, like The Boogeyman. I mean, that's better than any of this Conjuring Universe stuff.
I like the Boogeyman.
I like the
Boogeyman
it
wasn't
too.
Great, but
it's not perfect, but like okay, I had a good time with that. That's a lot better than this. I mean, people are still going to see it though.
I see, but like I think it was been like they're talking about the franchise in general. Like I don't have like any I hate really now except for these 2. Like even the second Annabelle, I don't like it, but it's not. I think that's better than these. And even the third Conjuring, which everyone hates, it's dumb. I don't hate it. I like the characters, so there's that, but it's definitely the weakest of them. But like I don't. Yeah, I don't
get to a certain point with the franchise where when there's way more bad than good, you just got to move on a little bit. Embrace other things.
So we're getting at least one more movie with the Warrens.
Well, yeah, I mean this did well on the so.
I'm curious what we'll do.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of a big case.
I mean,
they can't do Amity, I'm guessing, because that's a totally different set of rights.
I mean
that would be a finish for the series. I mean, it makes sense because we start there, and that's the most known thing. But
I feel Amityville is so. I feel like just the name Amityville now is like a deterrent.
Well, they wouldn't even have to put it in the goddamn title.
No, I know. I don't care. They can do whatever they want. Send it to fucking outer space, whatever the hell they want. Which has been done.
I have not seen a ghost hunting movie in space.
We had an Amityville in space.
They're not ghost hunting. That's a haunted house in space. That's
okay.
I want to see fucking. All right.
So, guys, on that note, Flesh Wound Gaming, if you haven't joined it, I know Kruger's going to be streaming again tonight. A lot of late nights. Sometimes he stops one game and starts a second stream. So, subscribe.
Because you have to switch with different games. I might hop on tonight. Yeah. I don't know yet.
There you go.
Feeling.
What else we got going on? I know next week we will have reviews for Satanic Hispanics. What else do we have?
Haunting in Venice, 2 Shudder movies, the remake of One Cut of the Dead.
Yeah. So we've got a pretty stacked week.
That's the tentative lock, but we'll know. I'm pretty sure that's what we got.
We do have some Flesh Wound After Dark, Black Emmanuel. We'll have you'll start seeing a bunch of those coming soon, and of course, Slashtober is upon us. So, starting in October, you will have the new slasher tournament.
Ben said Ghosts of Mars. Yes, they are hunting ghosts in there. Good point.
There you go. Yeah.
That's the John Carpenter greatest hits film. Got a little bit of everything in that one.
I don't hate that movie.
I don't either, but it is. It's like Escape from New York. It's fucking The Thing. It's
a little bit of everything.
But it's got Ice Cube and Natasha. Yeah, that movie. Yeah, I do enjoy that. It's a fun movie.
Initially, Courtney Love was very close to playing that role. She's actually not a bad actress.
Allegedly, she's very good in the Larry Flint movie.
Yeah, she is good in People versus Larry Flint. She doesn't get enough credit. I mean, I know she's kind of a dumpster fire, but
hey, she made people think never mind. I was just gonna say loved her husband, but that'd be rude.
There you go. Also, new Patreon content, patreon.com/Fleshwound Features. It all starts at just $1, and
we watched we watched a bunch of cool videos on our last one, and also finally, I know it was missing for a bit and had some computer issues. Both are available on Patreon right now, live in Hollywood, where I had to pull part 2. There's an incident, so go watch it.
Oh yes. Do we pimp some of the wrestling stuff yet or not?
Which wrestling stuff?
In regards to you.
There's not a pimping of it. I brought it up on stream that
I can't remember. I don't want to, but yes, XPW Blu-rays coming soon. So be sure to support XPW and buy the Blu-rays.
Put money in my pocket.
There you go. Yes.
Yes,
Help
I will
support Todd and XPW.
I will be heading up the XPW home video division.
There you go.
The best way to do it.
Yes.
Extreme
Associates. 4K.
Damn it. Like everyone's like, can you ask Rob for this? Ask Rob for that. I'm like trying just to be business and professional.
I will be a mark then, Todd. I will be a mark. If you are watching this show, I want the Federal 5 4K.
I will specifically. Well, we're not going to get those. They weren't shot on film. I don't
care.
I'm literally going to say I have a co-host that won't shut the fuck up about the Federal 5.
Yes, 4K box set. Signed by Rob. I will be a belt guy.
Because at least that is in the realm of what I'm supposed to be doing. I will ask him about that once the order is complete. So yeah,
that is all I ask. I'm gonna bring it to a show like a belt guy and piss you off, and I'm gonna have everybody.
You wanted me to do other teases? Eventually, you'll find out what title I did extras for, but they got pushed till next year.
Oh, you can't say the company either.
I mean, if you're on our Discord, it might have slipped. And then
Discord free to join. Yes. And then
I'll save the other thing. I haven't even teased it to you yet.
No, tease it then. You can't do that live. Tease it.
I will be. No, not yet.
There's a lot of cool shit. It just takes forever. So
I'm just gonna wait. That's why I'm just gonna wait.
Well, now you can't do that.
Dan wants to know.
Yeah. I want to know what the hell's going on, Todd.
It's nothing you need to worry about.
Okay. Well, also tomorrow, once again, I will be on Region Free, which always a good time. Region Free Season 3. Join the YouTube channel. I'll stall a second so I can actually pull that up. I should have been ready, but I'll send you guys the direct link. And if you haven't, I don't know if he pulls the questions tonight or if he's going to wait till tomorrow. But if you haven't commented on last month's video and you want a question read on air, go for it. Do that on as always, we do our mailbag segment, which is always a good time. And almost there, I promise. My computer's slow. And I'll drop the link to the new episode. We'll be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So don't miss it. Right there in the comments. Take you to Region Free. So be sure to subscribe to that as well. And on that note, guys, we are off. We'll see you here again.
I'm also dropping the gaming link one more time.
Oh, yes.
So you got both of those. Go click both. If you haven't liked and subscribed to both, do that.
Get on the Discord. That's free. So Discord's free and the links and everything. You'll never miss a sale for a movie, a trailer.
Sometimes we talk about stuff I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, a little bit more loose. Looser than YouTube for sure. So
that's still
get on there.
Well, Discord, yes, that's the Wild West.
Discord's separate. I don't think that's connected. Yeah, that's the Wild West. So pretty much. So check all that good stuff out. And on that note, good night.
Good evening.